welcome to the Uncle Henry Halloween special with our guest Chassity. Special performance from Abe Partridge and your host, Uncle Henry.
All right, are we finished with that? Yes. All right, good. Thank you for watching the Uncle Henry Internet Show. I want you to know in advance that I did not approve of doing a Halloween special. Yes. I did not. Don't boo that. It's disrespectful to have a Halloween special without even asking me if I wanted to do a Halloween special. I'm anti. Look, you know how I feel about this. Viewer, you know, and you expect wholesome entertainment and not Halloween stuff. So my apologies in advance to you, the viewer, for the Halloween element of the program. Also, my apologies to my guest, who will be joining me in a moment. Chassity is here. My apologies to her, because she doesn't like Halloween either. It was perfect. It was perfect for us to be on this show together this weekend, and it's kind of been ruined. It's kind of been ruined by the Halloween special element of the program, but we're going to soldier forward here. Now, also tonight, a musical selection from Abe Partridge. That's presented by Callahan's. The Abe Partridge selection is via video and has something to do with weirdness, which ties into Halloween. Also, the Lagniappe Mystery Box. This is another thing that this was some backdoor deal between Johnny Gwynn and Holbert. I don't quite understand the purpose of the Lagniappe Mystery Box. I don't quite buy into it. But the Lagniappe Mystery Box, there's something in it. We'll be asking people in the audience, what do they think is in the Lagniappe Mystery Box? Do you have to play that every time we talk about the Mystery Box? That's not, this is turning out not the way I wanted it to already.
Well, we're starting to have people watch the show. We're starting to have people get the answer to it.
Yeah, we're starting to have people watch the show. That's why we're going to ruin it. All right, let me get through all this stuff so that I can bring on my guest. First, we want to thank you, the viewers. This is funded by the people that watch, that donate money. Thank you so much for your support of this program. Congratulations to all the associate executive producers of the show, including the people you see named there: Matt Waltman, Ashley Dennis, Shannon Brown, Wendy Jen, Dan Thompson, Mo Phobius, Robert Wager, Shelby Mitchell, Phil Balzac, Ron Reams, Rick Henry, Seymour Butt Ox, Prince Albert, Inacan, Peanut Simmons, Master P. Manders, Jay Akins, Matt Big Head Green, Beth Holbert. The people that have given even more money, executive producers, include Rob, Second Rate Ben Affleck Holbert, Louise John Lartigue Jr., LD the Mad Trucker, Bridget Jerkins. Bridget is not getting more applause because she's here tonight. Don't forget Royal Street Barbers. Doug Faust, thank you. Henry P. Jr., thank you. Leah Brown, thank you. Dorothy Doc Clayton, thank you. Cheryl Gwynn. Bama Big Man and Mrs. Bama Big Man. Kathy Boyette, Wendy Lynn Norris, G.I. Jane, Jeffrey Wimmer of Mississippi, and Karen Simmons. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The way we fund all the equipment, all of the silliness, is PayPal. Go to paypal.me. Look up Deep Fried Live for your donations. Venmo.com, Deep Fried Live. That's how we do this. That's how we fund this. Thank you for your help. Now, before we bring out Chassity, for my entire career as an adult human being, I've hated Halloween. There are many reasons to hate it. Of course, it's of the devil. That ought to be paramount. But there are many, many reasons to hate Halloween. For example, panhandling and extortion at my front door. Trick-or-treating is extortion and panhandling. Too much of the color orange. That's the color of Auburn, Tennessee, and despair. Candy corn. It's terrible. Slutty and nasty Halloween costumes for the adult women. Very, very inappropriate. People use it as yet another excuse to get drunk. We don't like this.
Who needs an excuse?
Costumes on dogs. Costumes on dogs and cats are animal cruelty. They don't want to be dressed up. It encourages the scourge known as pumpkin spice flavor. People do bad Boris Karloff impressions. They don't even know who that is anymore. They just know to talk like it. Too many carbs, not enough protein. And we're always forced to hear Michael Jackson's Thriller, the Ghostbusters theme, Don't Fear the Reaper, the Monster Mash. We don't want to hear this, but we're forced to hear it. Now, and look at they're just waiting to take. And not give, they're waiting to take. Now, I do have some ways we can improve Halloween. Here are my suggestions on how to improve Halloween. Imprison children that trick in the process of trick-or-treating. Tricks, we don't want the tricks. Arrest any trick-or-treaters over the age of 12. Hey, don't boo that. Come on. You're 15, you need to buy your own candy. You may only trick-or-treat in your own zip code. Hey, you don't want to trick-or-treat in your zip code. Instead of going to some other zip code, why don't you look at your own zip code and think of ways to improve it? Breathalyzer tests for the adult chaperones of trick-or-treat. Before kids eat all that candy, they must talk to a diabetic. Or an obese person. They need to learn there are consequences for eating all that garbage. Suspend alcohol sales on October 31st. Impose a cleavage tax effective every October 31st. Sew Bible verses into the costumes. Now, that couldn't hurt. Make it illegal to deface or cut any pumpkins or other winter squash. And require witches to use their brooms to sweep my damn house. Move Halloween to New Year's Eve so we can combine the two biggest nights of amateur drinking into one big poop show. It's dangerous. Hey, these people, they're amateurs. They get out there on Halloween and New Year's Eve and they endanger all of us. Shame on them. All right, look, I've talked enough. I want to hear from someone who's seen it all and done it all. World traveler, entrepreneur, business person. Who knows how many businesses she started and is going to start? And will she run for mayor? Please. That reaction, what an interesting reaction to that. Please welcome, after 20 years, to the Uncle Henry Internet Show, Chassity. Chassity, thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
Thank you for having me.
And I apologize for the Halloweeny nature of it. We'll get into that.
We're going to get into that because
right.
I think there couldn't have been a better time for me to be here.
See? Good. All right, now Chassity, this is how people, when people know you on Facebook or Instagram, this is how they know you.
Okay, well, it's pretty accurate. Yeah, it's accurate. I mean, horseback riding on the beach and chilling, just chill. Yeah, I get
Now,
it.
the picture of you, before we go any further, the picture of you on the horse in the flag-inspired bikini, where was this taken?
Well, it's a Puerto Rican bikini. It's just not any bikini. A lot of people see that and they think it's an American flag and they, make a lot of patriotic jokes. They're like, well, it's not an American flag. It's a Puerto Rican flag because it's my second home. It's Puerto Rico, and that's one of my favorite things to do is vacation in Puerto Rico. I've got a second family there. It's a second home there. And I ride horses on the beach and in the rainforest.
Wow. All right. Already learning. Yeah. Now this, when you are on the horse in the Puerto Rican flag bikini, what is funny? What's wrong with that question? I didn't even finish the question. When you're on the beach,
Yeah.
riding the horse, wearing the Puerto Rican bikini, do the people of Puerto Rico worship you?
They do, but it has nothing to do with the horse and the bikini. I'm the first woman to tattoo on the island of Puerto Rico.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, Puerto Rico had the first tattoo convention ever, and the industry there was dominated by strictly men, because that is kind of the Spanish culture. And they did not have any female tattooers, so they brought me in. I went on television there. I went on a show called Fourve, and it was really neat. I mean, I had bodyguards, the works, because they were afraid of a possible uprise with the men. They didn't know how they were going to accept a female tattooer. So I was brought in from the United States to soften the blow, and I'm the first female to tattoo on that island.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bama Big Man, are you taking notes?
Yeah.
All right, well, if they were worried about
Yeah.
an uprising, they should have just shown the photo. And that would have quashed a rebellion.
Well,
All right, now-
I actually opened the doors for female tattooers there.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
We're already learning things we didn't think. And this is also what people know about you on Facebook, LA Body Art, and you had numerous LA Body Art vehicles riding all over town.
Yeah, that is my monster truck. It's a K5 Blazer, and I painted it purple, and then my friend Evan Riddle, he airbrushed it, and it became the Purple People Eater. And, you know, in my days in the 20s, I really drove that truck all the time. I drove that truck all the way until I became pregnant. And in 5 to 6 months of my pregnancy, I was still driving that truck, and everybody was up in arms that I was driving the truck. You know, they didn't want me jumping up into the truck like I used to jump up into it pregnant. And the truth is I pulled into my yard. It had been raining, and I used to pull right up to my front door. Well, I jumped out of the truck, and from the rain, there was a sinkhole, and I stepped into the sinkhole, and I fell. And so, yep, but I was okay, but that was like kind of the end of me driving the monster truck for a while.
Okay.
And then, you know, a couple of years later, I did continue to drive the monster truck. And I just I have some other cool vehicles now. So the monster truck is going to the shop, and we're getting it up, back and running. I just went to the monster truck show, and I was like, what am I doing? You know, why am I not driving that truck? So it totally inspired the rebirth of the monster truck. And I'll have it back on the road up and running in about maybe the next 30 days is my goal.
Wow. Okay, now you're so well known locally for a variety of reasons. For at least 25 years, people have known about you. I mean, here's an example. This is the year 2000 with Darwin.
You know, that was so much. Number one, I love Darwin Singleton.
We
okay?
all do. Most people do if they are good in their heart.
And I mean, if you don't like Darwin,
Right.
So if you don't like
Exactly.
Darwin, I don't like you. So anyway, the Mobile Bay Monthly called me and they said, you've been voted Queen of the Local Airwaves. And I'm like, wait a minute. You know, usually it's like Darwin Singleton was king of the local airwaves, and I was the queen of the local airwaves because of my show Tattoo Chat. And I was shocked and surprised because usually it's a female news anchor. But I got them that year.
How about
so,
that?
Yeah.
All right, now you brought up your show, Tattoo Chat, that people have watched for years. And now that we're here in 2020, looking back on Tattoo Chat, I think it was ahead of its time. You were using what I thought were kind of sophisticated video production techniques that a lot of people were not locally using.
Yeah.
And you were on for years and years and years at odd hours of the night, not just on cable, but on broadcast television.
Well, yeah.
So now you're not doing it anymore.
I'm not doing it anymore, but quick brief history of Tattoo Chat was I was in Los Angeles, and I had a lot of opportunity, and I came home for the reason of I basically chickened out. I had wrote Tattoo Chat when I was in Los Angeles, and I came home, and I had the show wrote, had it produced in my head, and I went to Comcast, and they were a little bit scared of it, but they gave me a shot, and the show was huge. It was said to have a cult following. Well, then we were picked up by WJTC, and then it even got bigger, and we were on UPN. So I was on 3 networks for 12 years. And, I filmed every week. So 4 times a week, filming took 2 hours. I had 8 hours of television filming a week. 8 times filming, let's just see, a month, 30 hours. So I was filming 24 hours of filming television every month for 12 years. I never took a break.
Could you teach Johnny Gwynn?
Could I teach him to?
Could you teach him all of the producing? You were producing this show while running a business.
Exactly. A lot of people, they don't have a clue, and I can't even believe it, but I was tattooing 17 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I was producing the television show. Yeah, it was a big load, but I was a workaholic, and so that's what I did.
So did you drop out of it because it was just too much work, or been there, done that?
12 years, I totally believe that I burned out. I think, I can't help but think of the Def Leppard song, "It's better to burn out than to fade away." And I guess it resonated in my brain because one day, with the camera in my face every week, I freaked out. I mean, I literally said no more. And that was it. I mean, I dropped off. I was burnt to a crisp.
Do you have a lot of the 12 years somewhere stored of video that if you wanted to, could you re-show all of them, put them all online, all of that stuff?
I do. I have boxes and boxes. I mean, I'm going through, I find a VHS tape, Tattoo Chat. And then, of course, when everything went to, DVDs, yeah, I've got boxes and boxes and boxes. And one day I'm going to break them out, one day when the time's right, But we were the first tattoo show. It wasn't Kat Von D. I paved the way for those jokers to get paid. And I'm okay with that because having the notoriety on a local level, I mean, even today, I answered 2 times, "Why aren't you on TV anymore?" And I hear, "Hey, I want you back on TV." And, when you're on television, you give a lot of yourself. You really do. You are under the microscope. People have fun with the rumors. They just assume that you're a certain way. And the whole television image is really tough to live up to. It really is.
All right. And see, she did it good. See, I don't give anything of myself. Maybe that's why I can keep doing this. Johnny Gwynn, what is going on?
21 images.
Okay, all right. Well, look, this is interesting. Was that not
It is.
interesting?
It is.
Wait, calm down. Audience, wasn't this interesting?
Yes, hold on. Hey,
We're going to move. All right, stand back, Gwen, with this Halloween special. So you're still, you still tattooing?
I roughly went into semi-retirement 6 years ago, and I only now tattoo what I want to do, okay? If somebody calls me and they say they want a tattoo of a dragon, no. I do small tattoos. Yes, I do
Okay.
tattoo. It's by appointment. It's when I feel like it, and it is a design that I want to do.
Okay, so only by appointment. So if you want one from Chassity, you'll have to convince her.
Yeah, you have to convince me, yeah.
And this is somebody, now this is someone's belly.
Yeah, that is an Eastern artwork form. That is Mindy, also known as henna. And of course, this is a pregnant belly, and that's a big deal. They do the henna and the Mindy for weddings and pregnancies, many type of holiday or special events. And I did learn that style of Mindy and henna. I do it, yeah.
Now this is something a lot different. What on earth is this?
That is something that is just something that I'm always going to enjoy doing. That is an extreme body modification. It's piercing and beyond. I mean, what it is a surface piercing, but it's more than that. For her, it is a corset, and people truly love to wear that. They wear it as fashion, and they're just into it. Personally, it would be totally uncomfortable with me, even after it healed. But things like that, they take a lot of time to do it. You do have to know what you're doing. My skill set is piercing.
did you invent that?
And there's many techniques that I invented in the piercing industry, and corseting was originally done out of New Orleans. I've got to give Angel the credit that come out of New Orleans, but you don't see a lot of that done anymore, and you don't see extreme body modification specialists. But that is something that I prefer to do over a standard belly button piercing. I love extreme body modification. I like scarification. dermal implantation and corseting. Yeah, I like really extreme. If I'm going to do it, I like to do the extreme, piercing. And I mean, it's almost like an outpatient surgery. I mean, it's put, under the surface of the skin. It's a surgical implantation still, and it's the right implantation still, But yeah, I really enjoy that, and I'm good at it. And not just anybody should be doing it. But
No doubt.
25 years, that's,
How about
yeah.
that?
I always like to push the envelope.
Well, this in my household would be completely pushed out. I mean, the envelope has been pushed dramatically. All right, now, we don't have to spend a lot of time on this, but you don't like Halloween either.
No, I made that, and I like to make things that I hope people will look at, and it'll just make them think about it. And then I made this shirt about 6-7 years ago. I launched a campaign against Halloween, and yeah, I get a lot of flack from it. Even my daughter said, "Mom, you're going to make a lot of enemies." And I'm like, well, I've got to do the right thing, so okay, maybe I shouldn't.
Well, you're against it, but you're not trying to beat people over the head about it. You're gently suggesting that they not be demonic.
Exactly. And I have friends and family, and I have nieces and I have nephews, and they do it, but education is the key. When they see this, they say to me, "Why did you put that on there? What are you saying?" I said, "Well, let me give you the history of Halloween." It kind of opens the door for me to educate them. I celebrated Halloween until age 32. In fact, my last Halloween, I won the costume contest at Bojangles. I was dressed up like Little Bo Peep, but that was my last Halloween. And I was ignorant. I didn't know any better. I didn't have anybody around me to tell me what is this holiday? What is this month about? And I'm fortunate enough to get it now. So I'm not cheating on God anymore, and I'm not rocking out with false religions and false gods and witches and pagans. I'm just not participating in it. And I'm grateful. And they go to a Halloween party. All my friends, and I just got invited to a Halloween party. And I said, "Look, I don't do any gatherings. I don't celebrate Halloween, but I'll come over on Sunday."
Okay, good.
And we can party then,
And you should wear the shirt on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. And
All right. So you hear it. This is, you look at me like I'm out of my mind.
No.
This is something a lot of people were shy about it sometimes. Now we've got
Ron Reeves, and Ron can't be with us. Ron was going to come.
he was?
Yeah, he's in the hospital.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Ron had surgery, and Ron is like, I've known Ron 20 years plus. He's a fantastic guy. I love Ron Reeves. And Ron, hey, I hope you're doing great out there. And hey, I'm sorry you couldn't be here.
Get well, Ron Reeves.
Yeah.
Prayers.
Yeah.
Pray for Ron. Just now, we're learning more per minute than any other guest. Is that true?
Yeah.
Seriously. All right.
Can I say something?
Johnny, are you mic'd?
I'm Mike.
All right. Yes, you may say
This
something.
is the fourth show in a row that a Ron Reeves has cameoed. And one more show will be a Ron Reeves straight. So
yes.
we need to get Ron Reeves in as many shows as possible. That's what I just said.
Oh, well, look, Ron, we'll have to get him to call if he's well enough to call the
Hopefully,
program.
Ron, you're watching.
Hey, I bet he is watching. I bet
All right,
he is.
good. Well, Ron, if you're feeling up to it, give us a call later in the phone call segment of the show. Now, we have some pictures of you with Mobile City Councilman and mayoral candidate Fred Richardson. There you are with Fred and a local attorney.
Yeah.
There you are with Fred and some other folks.
Yeah, that's Fred, and that's my late husband. That was the District 1 Christmas party. That's one of my favorite memories. It's a great picture, too.
It is, and more pictures of you with Fred. Looking.
Hey, I think we look, Fred and I can take a picture.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I mean, we can take the picture.
And
It is.
Fred had his thumbs up on the other one.
Now,
That's a great picture.
I love that picture.
That's a great picture.
all right, so we're about to talk about you and politics, you running for mayor. Now, Fred is running for mayor. He's already said a lot of things. He's got the bumper stickers, the signs, the keychains. He's got it all going on.
Hey, he's on it. Fred's on it. I mean,
we've just seen evidence that you two have really been very friendly.
Yeah.
You would think about running against your friend.
I am thinking about it, and I get asked a lot. They're like, I thought you and Fred were friends. Man, Fred and I are always going to be friends. And I'm going to tell you right now, if I were to win the mayoral position, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Fred to pack his desk up and move into the big office because he needs it. You know, Fred works really hard, okay? I don't care what opinion you have of Fred Richardson. He says a lot of crazy things. He is the hardest working man down there in Government Plaza, whether you like him or whether you don't.
He does say, when you ring, I spring.
And he does.
One of his numerous rhymes.
Yeah. You know, I mean, if I were to win the mayoral position, I'm going to let him have the big office. You know, he deserves it. But but Fred and I don't agree on a lot of things. I think that we could be a great team. Fred and I just don't agree on some things, and we're friends. You know, there's no doubt.
Before we get to any of that, I've got a list of things that I would love for you to do as mayor of Mobile, and then we can compare my list to your real life ideas.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
All right. So these are the things. This is my to-do.
Wait a minute. Before
Yes.
I have to challenge this list with you, and can I get comfortable because this is really not me.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now. Okay, hang on. I might have knocked my mic.
Would you like some kind of beverage?
I'll Perrier. A Perrier.
All right. So this, if you were to become mayor, this would be my personal to-do wish list for you that I wished you would do. I'd wished you'd do these things as mayor.
All right.
Build a bridge using someone else's tax dollars.
Okay, check. All right, I'm already there.
Perform piercings during the city council meetings. Cut the sales tax in half for senior citizens.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that one.
No new city buildings or projects until we pay for the ones we've already got.
There you go.
Exactly, sure.
City council takes the breathalyzer test before all votes.
Okay.
If the Mobile City Council meetings last longer than an hour, you cut their pay in half. Plant the world's largest hemp maze in Ladd Stadium.
Done.
Plant the world's second largest hemp maze inside Hank Aaron Stadium. Now think about it. You have the audience there. You can have people get lost in the hemp maze, and people can sit up in the stands and watch the people lost and have beverages and take CBD.
Okay. Now, are you aware that Mayor Stimson proposed a decriminalization?
I am.
Okay.
And then they all backed off.
And I tried to talk to Fred. Okay.
We'll get into this.
Go ahead. Okay.
This will be quick here.
Okay.
We would have a mayoral edict that city officials have to tattoo their IQ scores on their forehead. So we'll know. Appoint Aunt Karen Simmons in charge of city finance.
Yes. Yeah.
Implement my Halloween improvements lists with an iron fist citywide.
Sure.
Raise money by holding a summer Mardi Gras called Sweaty Gras. Oh, by the way, before we talk to Chassity about her platform, if she runs, the Lanyap Mystery Box
Has a Bible in it.
all right, now you've just given your guess.
She's already done it.
All right, there's a Bible.
That was the quickest yet.
That's the quickest guess.
I didn't even give you my mental picture yet, so it's kind of unfair.
All right, so get ready for your phone calls. In a few minutes after we continue talking about her possibility of politics and go over some more pictures, we will be taking phone calls on tonight's program for Chassity. Before we get to your world travels, how serious are you about running?
I am really serious. I'm completely serious. And if I run, it's not going to be a joke, and I'm not running to lose. I'm running to win, but I've got to truly weigh it out. I mean, first of all, it's going to greatly interrupt my sleep schedule. Okay?
Right.
You know, I mean, I've got to be realistic that I've got to wake up in the morning and go down to Government Plaza. That's a big challenge. I don't know if we can get over that hurdle. I mean, if I could like start the city council meeting at 1. I mean, waking up early. I mean, it's going to change. It's going to be, you know, an automatic 4-year. Well, I'm really, you know, if I get 4 years, they'll give me more. But it's going to be an automatic 4 years of going to bed early.
Well, I know that's a struggle. I have to go to bed early, and it's awful.
The struggle's real. Yeah, that's a real struggle.
It is. You know, getting up early is awful.
Yeah, it is.
Now,
it should be illegal.
But why the feeling that you feel like there's something, what in you wants you to run?
You know, I want to get that bridge built. I want to get the Bayway Bridge built. And I don't know if I can really get it done to the way that it needs to be done. We're not paying for it. And if I could just get in that office and build that bridge, I mean, and then what? I mean, it's really, right now, it's all about the bridge.
Okay.
It's all about the bridge. You know, of course, I want to get in there and I want to review all city contracts. I want to do an audit on what the city exactly owns. And I want to revisit the string of pearls because, you know, personally, I want to take a D10 Caterpillar and I want to go down there and I want to bulldoze the Maritime Museum and then lowboy it and take it over to the Civic Center. That land is worth more flat, and, you know, build an amphitheater with outside, make it so we can have parking for RVs. We can totally solve the Mardi Gras parking problem. And, I mean, I've got a lot of great ideas for that Civic Center and the Maritime Museum. I want to go in there and bulldoze it down, sell off the scrap, and take that money and throw down the first 2 pylons to build that bridge.
All right.
After we sell off the scrap.
How about that? I don't know. I've interviewed a lot of mayoral candidates in my career, and I've never interviewed somebody that talked about bulldozing something.
Yeah.
And the Gulf Quest is one of the most irritating city projects of all time. It's something that most people didn't ask for, and they got saddled with. And here we are trying to figure out how to make it work. Chassity wants to bulldoze it. I love the idea of that.
I want to bulldoze it, and you know, I really like monster trucks and I like big machines and big tires, and I'm into all that. So the D8 and the D10s, that's a great bulldozer, and I just have this vision of taking it down there and bulldozing it. I mean, you can dynamite it, TNT it, but I'm not a fan of dynamite. So, but then, you know, lowboy it, take it right over there to the Civic Center, bam. You know, see, there's so much money in demolition, and that scares everybody. They look at all these ugly buildings. Look at all these rattle shack buildings we have downtown. I was downtown for 10 years, man. They're all clankety clank. I mean, yeah, so I want to get, I want the city to be able to in-house demolition, construction. You know, we have to be able to do that because everything costs so much money to do. Well, if we've got the equipment here to do it, I mean, we should be in-housing everything. I mean, like right now with the trash pickup, the debris, I mean, I'm still tripping over limbs and landing into potholes, okay? All we had to do is have some front-end loaders. You put a grapple claw on there. If we would have had 25 on standby with a grapple claw sitting on pallets, because it's a claw that it's an extension that hooks in, but we could have had that debris picked up, bam. You know, I mean, and I don't think that anybody down there gets it. And when you start outsourcing everything, well, first of all, for the trash, I believe that it is a no-bid contract. And I want to do away with all no-bid contracts. You know,
all right.
I mean, why would you have a no-bid contract? Because what they're doing is they're doing the work and then they're putting the price tag on it. So I want to go in and I want to look at all city contracts, and then I want to do an audit on the assets of the city, you know, and anyway, in all that, I can get my big machines and my big tires and all that. So, yeah.
I love, this is just.
And, you know, I was thinking about you, and there's a machine called the Renova. And what a Renova does is it takes up the asphalt concrete and it recycles it. You know, if we had 10 Renovas, we could run them things 24 hours a day, just repaving streets.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love this. I love the idea of a city demolition department.
Demolition, reconstruction, exactly. And that is something, this is the 50-year plan that I have, okay? This is not, oh, I'm going to look at the next 4 years, the next 10 years. No. This is for the next 50 years, for the infrastructure.
Very good. Now, see, we are getting more info per minute. No offense to all the other guests the past 25. But more info per minute. And I would love to hear Standy Simpson in a debate, debating heavy machinery with Chassity.
Oh, I'm ready. Yeah, because I love those big machines.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be incredible? All right, well, we may talk more about the political end of this when we're in the phone call segment. Want to go over your world travels. You've been everywhere. Where's this?
That's Ireland. I went there 3 years ago. I was there for St. Patrick's Day. I was in Ireland.
Where are these places?
This is Budapest.
Oh, nice.
And this is in a castle in Ireland. And this is where there was a big, the big fight between.
I thought that was Doug Kilbourne.
No, Doug Kilbourne's. Are you going to use the Doug Kilbourne photo?
No, I couldn't.
This is England. I mean, we still have red phone booths. I mean,
Yes.
we got to bring these back. That's also in my platform. We're going to bring back the phone booth. Everybody's
Wonderful.
Everybody's cell phone's going dead. Don't you just want to see a phone booth one time?
Yes.
Grab a quarter, bang, you got the call. You don't have to go charge the phone. Why did we ever get rid of phone booths? You know what I say? I want to take a contract saw and I want to cut down every one of those meters on Dolphin Street and replace them with phone booths.
This is wonderful. All right. Now, where are you on these photos?
That's my second home. That's Puerto Rico. That's on Cadado Beach. And this is up in Rio Grande, where I stay when I go. I got a girlfriend there, and we stay.
That should be your mayor poster right there.
Okay.
right.
I'll definitely use it on the webpage.
When we take phone calls, please no calls about these outfits. All right. Now, you were in the warmth of Puerto Rico. Where are you there?
That is where I love to go, Budapest. Ooh. That is an ice bar. And I want to build an ice bar in Mobile, too. See,
what is an ice bar?
You go in, and the seats, first of all, they give you a tarka. So you put on a tarka, and when you go in, it's all made of ice. It's really neat. Even the glasses are made out of ice. And so...
But they would melt in Mobile.
No. It's kept 20 degrees below or 30 degrees below. But, yeah.
Now, where are you there?
I love the canyon. I always go to the Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyon?
Yeah, Nevada.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, the Great Wall of China.
Is there a picture of you on the moon?
There will be.
Wow. All right. When you go to places... When you go to places like Budapest, Great Wall of China, how do the local people react to you?
Really great. I always hear how they hate Americans everywhere. That's a lie. The minute that I talk, they say, where are you from? And I say the States. And then they say, and they get deeper, where are you from? I say Alabama. And they say the best freaking football team in the whole world.
Yeah, Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, roll.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
The Great Wall. And what I learned about the Great Wall when I got there, I didn't know this. I was in China for a month, and this is 6 years ago. They were wearing masks, and they were wearing masks, and okay, so now I get it, I guess. But people don't realize that wall, I think it goes 9,000 miles. So when I went to Xi'an, I actually rode a bicycle on the Great Wall. So yeah. But I went to Tiananmen Square, which I always wanted to see that because I can remember being younger and hearing about the slaughter of the students in Tiananmen Square that were protesting. I mean, America's such a great country. If you don't think so, go Google that and understand just how much rights that we do have. And,
if Google allows us to see that.
Yeah.
Because China may have bought Google and we don't know it.
Yeah.
All right, now you
yes.
You're an athlete. You participate in races.
I'm a triathlete. I mean, of course, I was a pro fighter for years, and I'm older now, so I run, bike, and swim, and I kayak. So I never lose a kayak triathlon ever. That was a great race. I love all the races at the Battleship.
All right. Now, before we talk about your dog, I have not interviewed you since you were in pro fighting. So how long before? And we need to get to the phone calls. But how long did you fight?
I fought for 2 years, and then I fought, well, actually, I came out of retirement from fighting, and I think my daughter was 4. I took my last fight, and I wasn't even going to take that fight, but I got challenged in the gym, so I ended up taking that fight. So I retired undefeated, and I'm going to stay that way. I try not to fight anyway with anybody, but, if they'll write me a check, heck, I might fight you. I don't know.
Could we have a boxing match for the mayor of Mobile, though?
Okay.
Man,
I'm for
okay.
that. I'm for that.
No, we don't want to see her hit Fred Richardson. That's not.
I can't hit
I
Fred.
bet you Fred's a scrapper, though. I bet you he's scrapping.
But you now was it boxing or was it some other form of fighting?
It was boxing, and it was the last the last hurrah for females to box, because it's all now MMA. And I would never dream of MMA fighting. I got a call to MMA fight. Okay, take a pro card in MMA, and I'm like, I'm not going to hug up on anybody bleeding that long. It's just gross. I don't even like to watch the men MMA fight. All that hugging and rolling, and man, that's just bar fighting. Where I'm from, they're throwing knees and elbows in the bar, and then they put it in an octagon and they market it, and bam, it's huge. So I mean, mad props to the UFC, but I don't really respect it as a true athlete. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. No, I shouldn't say that. But it's just that was a newer generation, and it was not a good fit for me. So I didn't do it.
It's a different dance.
It's a totally different dance, and I do respect it for what it is. But somebody like me, I just couldn't even make that transition. And people don't realize that I took my pro card when I was 32. So, I mean, I was a little bit old to be taking a pro card. I fought a girl that was 22, had 17 fights, and I had never fought in the ring.
Wow.
But I won that fight.
Wow.
What was your record?
I'm undefeated. Yeah, undefeated.
All right, now before we're going to be heading into the phones real quick. This is your dog.
That's my dog. That is God's little ambassador. He just spreads love and light. That's God's ambassador. Yeah, this is Jerry.
All right, so we're getting ready to take phone calls, and I have a few other things to ask Chassity about.
Who picked this photo?
I'm sorry, I did.
Thank you for my relapse. I started smoking again. I saw it, and I realized how much. I mean, I was like, that cigar looks so good. And I went and got me a Black and Mild, and I'm back in the 12 steps now. Thank you.
So
I'm just playing. That's a total joke.
that feeds into my experiment of me giving mental pictures of the mystery box. I think I was feeling that.
Okay.
I was
Well,
feeling
that's not
those
true.
mental
ESP is not
connections.
true.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
ESP is not.
I'm
like,
working
man,
to be more empathetic to the cosmos.
You
and
can't
I've remote
plant ideas in people's heads like that.
But I was remote viewing her when I was
That's
looking
not
at the
real.
pictures. Some say she says, look, I got a little bit of what she was craving.
All right, I don't want to get. That's a road I
I
don't want to
saw
go
that.
down.
I'm like, man, I'm going to start smoking again.
Well, be careful what you put in her pictures. All right, again, the Lamyak mystery box is. We have something in there. Chassity's already guessed the Bible. Jeff of Wilmer. What do you think is in the mystery box?
I'm giving no mental pictures here.
Jeff? Okay, he said a tattoo gun. What else?
Well, I didn't give him a mental picture. You're messing up my experiment. My experiment is being all messed up. It's all right. It's all right. Bama Big Man was very close last week. How close was Bama Big Man last week?
All right, look, well, there'll be another chance.
Okay.
We'll give him another chance in a little while. The Lamyak mystery box. Now,
And they better not have taken one of my tattoo machines, man. I mean, I'm missing a couple. Is it in the box? Let me know now.
Those things are expensive, and I couldn't afford to put that in that box.
all right, now coming up after the phone calls, we'll have a musical selection from
Wait.
Abe Partridge. Yes.
He was coming, and I got a weird phone call that I need to play it. So just like he was coming.
A phone call. The guest is not here.
Again, it's getting close to Halloween. Weird things happen. So
quick.
So let me get there. Let me go ahead. Sorry.
I wish this were not a Halloween special.
I gotta find it.
I don't even want to hear it now.
No.
All right, here we go.
He thinks he's going to get a Halloween
Hello,
pass.
Uncle Henry
Not
and
happening.
listeners. This is Abe Partridge. I was on the way to the show, and I think I might have been abducted by aliens or some very weird witches. Sorry I couldn't make your Halloween special.
It's witches.
So, Johnny, please play my song, Alabama Astronaut, from that show I did earlier this year on Deep Fried Live. Please come looking for me if y'all don't hear from me in a couple of days. Thank you.
So we got that during the show, just letting you know.
All right, so instead of having the live guy, we're going to play a video of him about being an Alabama astronaut.
Because of all the help from all the fans, we got that new system where we can do a lot of cool things, right?
Okay, all right.
It sounds like he's under the spell of witchcraft.
We can do the song he did last April, which is a perfect song.
Okay.
So just let you know.
I just want to get through the Halloween special.
Yeah.
All right, so that's coming up later.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, sorry. Wait, stop doing that. Now you can do it.
All
There we
right,
go.
here's the phone number. The phone lines are opening up now. Are we getting callers? Yes. All right, we are going to be taking calls for Chassity. Please be nice to us. You've just learned that Chassity wants to start a demolition company for the city, and she's a professional fighter, so you do not want to mess with us.
Do not.
Now, the phone calls brought to you by Container Yard. That's where we do this show. Downtown office space and co-working starting at $3.99 a day, where creativity and commerce meets. ContainerYardWorks.com, a beautiful, beautiful space, the Container Yard here, corner of Dolphin and Broad. All right, the phone number. There it is. Do we have calls lined up? Yes. Let's go to the phones. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello. Hey, guys. How you guys doing tonight? Had a couple questions and a comment for Chassity, actually.
Okay.
I will say first that I think that's what Mobile needs is somebody like Chassity, kind of like Trump, to come in and who's not a politician and clean up the swamp. And for once, somebody that'll, take care of business and bulldoze all those ridiculous unused structures downtown. So she's kind of my vote, 100%.
Thank you.
Well, how about that?
Thank you.
All right, already one vote.
Quick question: has she ever tattooed Leanna?
What?
Did she ever tattoo Leanna?
Leanna. Have you ever tattooed Leanna Clark?
Leanna Clark?
She's worked for my radio station. She works for another radio station right now in town. She's worked for Channel 5.
That might be against the privacy policy of LA Body Art.
Okay, very good.
Whoa, look at that.
All right, good.
Yeah, there's the privacy
Fair.
policy.
Fair enough. Also, do you still drive the big purple Bronco?
I am hoping to be back behind the wheel of the Purple People Eater in approximately 30 days. I've got to go in and they've got to do something to the drive shaft and the steering cable.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, please hang up on this guy.
How many years?
Hang up on this guy. Come on, we got all night. We're running out of time.
Hey, he's a truck fan. He's a fan of the truck, man. Yeah, the truck's coming back to a neighborhood near you.
Sir,
Call me up, I'll drive it by, I promise.
Next time, invite Chassity onto your show for the interview. All right, now, do we have another call?
Hey, he's a voter. He's voting, okay?
All right, let's go back to the phones. Hello, caller.
Hey, Chassity. You said that one of the things that would be put high on the top of your list of things would be to establish a mayoral position. What is the mayor's favorite position?
Oh, would you hang up on that guy? Don't answer that, please.
It's probably lateral, sleeping with a My Pillow. His probably his favorite position is laying up against the My Pillow. I mean, come on, that's not
Good
hard.
answer.
Where's
Good
your
answer.
mind? I think that was a legitimate question.
Well,
the mayor probably owns a My Pillow, and his favorite position is lateral. And he's probably, I mean, come on, that's basic.
The previous 25 shows, people have called in with nasty stuff. So they've dragged my mind into the damn gutter.
That, yeah. Bad one on you. I think that
you're
his
right.
favorite position is lateral with his head laying against my pillow,
All right,
sleeping.
let's
okay?
not talk about positions. Do we have any other calls? Hello, caller.
Hello.
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 Does Henry have any tattoos?
I don't know. I don't have any tattoos.
Would Chassity give you one?
Would I give him one?
Would you hang up on this lady, please?
Wait! She finally spoke. She spoke.
She wanted me to get a tattoo from Chassity.
Governor Ivy is a very curious woman.
Oh, you think that was Governor Ivy?
I always think that's Governor Ivy.
KK. Yeah. She's still up. She stayed up for the show. At least let her
I would
talk.
be. Look, Governor.
Seriously, you let her stay
Would
on
you
for
cut it out?
5 minutes for hello? She asked questions. You cut her off. It makes no sense.
She was. That doesn't sound like something Kay Ivy would say.
Hey, a lot of things she says doesn't sound like something. It's not the first time.
Let's pray. I pray for Kay Ivy's recovery.
Yes.
Do we have any other calls? Hello, caller.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, tonight's show's awesome. Chassity, you're awesome.
Thank you.
Man, thank you. Thank you.
Yay. Hey, Uncle Henry, I know you would never get a tattoo.
He wouldn't.
Well, I don't like pain.
Well, but if you did, you should get a beautiful bald American eagle, the symbol of America.
Okay, that's a pretty good suggestion.
You could put a wing on each cheek and make it fly every time you twerk your butt cheek.
Would you hang up on that? All right, Now, people are laughing heartily at that thought. Don't think of that. Don't erase that mental image from your mind. Now, Chassity, have you ever rejected a tattoo? Has somebody come to you? Oh, you have?
Yeah. My first couple of years of tattooing, they would come in and I'd tattoo anything because I was just, first of all, cutting into skin and learning the trade, and I was so gung-ho and so hungry to tattoo. And as I got older and my mind started maturing, I started cutting out dark images, no gargoyles, no grim reapers. I would actually have people come into the shop. There's unfortunately a large witchcraft community in the area.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, it is. And
where?
Well, when they come into the shop and they want to get a tattoo that says 666. I mean, I was like,
what?
We're closing. Yeah. I mean, I have received requests of pentagrams, 666, and
we need a database of these people.
Yeah.
You should have taken their contact info.
Well,
and then said no.
Well, the truth is that I've denied many tattoos. I mean, some things I just couldn't do because it was against my moral fiber.
All right. Okay.
All right, look at
Very good. And the eagle would have been against her fiber.
The placement of the eagle would have been against my fiber.
Right, exactly right. I'd rather be corseted. All right. Do we have any other calls? Hello, caller.
Hey, I sure am enjoying tonight's show.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
Speaking of the corset, I admired that corset piercing that you displayed that you done earlier. Have you ever pierced a corset pierced somebody's butt cheeks like that?
Would you hang up on that guy?
I never have, but do you know the phone calls I have received saying, "Can you pierce my butt cheeks together?"
Why?
And I'm just like, I don't know. Hey,
That would be messy.
Let's not. No, don't.
Another mental picture.
At some point.
Let's not take these calls let's not follow along their line of reasoning. We have our own line of reasoning.
Yeah,
we
we
don't
do.
want to go down the caller's line of reasoning. All right. And I apologize. I keep leaning into Chassity's camera shot. Hello, caller. Do we have another call? Yes. Hello, caller. All right, hang up. That was somebody getting pierced. By somebody not as skilled as Chassity.
Yeah,
look at that.
That's exactly what it was.
Chassity has the skills. And by the way, highly regulated. People don't realize that what Chassity does is highly regulated. Do we have any other calls? Let's go back to the phones. Hello, caller.
Hey, Uncle Henry, great show tonight.
Thank you.
I do have a question for Chassity. I think sounds like your administration would be built on transparency, which is exactly what this city needs. Yeah. But I'd like to give you an opportunity to go ahead and get a jump start on that. I think we as citizens have a right and deserve to know about Fred Richardson's tattoos, piercings, where
All
they
right,
are.
hang up on this guy. Hang up on this guy. She's already said there's a privacy policy.
There's a privacy policy.
With LA Body Art.
But I don't even have to engage the privacy policy because he does not have a consent form on record. Fred Richardson has no tattoos and piercings, contrary to popular belief. No, he's not a tattoo piercing type of guy.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Look, news you can use right there.
This whole show's been chock full. I mean, this part about the first female tattooer in Puerto Rico, we've had 10 Commandments clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good advice. All right. Before we go back to we have other calls? Before we go back to the phone, wow, a lot of calls. Okay, yeah. Before we go back to the phones,
a lot of calls.
There's something I wanted to make sure I asked Chassity about, because she's not just LA Body Art and piercing. She's done a lot of other businesses. She did one business with her daughter. How old's your daughter?
My daughter's 16 now. 16,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Now, you involved her with your mask making business for COVID-19.
We were the first people to generate masks. What happened was, it hit everybody by surprise, and Vaughn and I, we go. So there we were sitting at home, and I didn't understand why we were put on lockdown. I said, all we've got to do is wear a mask. I said, what's coming next, Vonna, is mask. So my mother had bought Vonna a sewing machine, and I called my mom, talked to her about it. She brought the sewing machine down, and Vonna learned to sew. So she was my lead, and she is the one that researched the mask design. She really did a great job. And we were first hand sewing the mask before we could get material and we could get elastic and things like that. And we were just troubleshooting, and we were hand sewing them. And we sold like 30 or 40 masks hand sewn. She would take an hour hand sewing one mask. But and so I said, wait a minute. We're not going to sit here and hand sew these masks. And we started producing by sewing machine. And so I created Midtown Mask. I threw up the website, and we were the only ones kicking out masks. Well, Vonna made enough money in masks to buy a car. And,
wow.
And then,
And she's here.
And she's here. She's here in the audience. Woo. But she made enough money to buy herself a car, and then Ivana quit.
Well, she's 16. She's 16.
No, I'm not kidding. No, I'm not. Ivana, she enjoyed sewing masks as much as I did. It's just not our thing. But I'll say this much, the COVID shutdown was completely, I'm an anti-masker. I think it's all a scam. I think that there's a virus out there. But so is influenza. I don't think the whole thing has just been shady. How can you have a virus where they say that you're going to get this virus, you're going to die, and then they say, well, you're going to get this virus and you don't have any symptoms? Come on. It's all over the place. I don't believe in COVID. I believe in a virus, and I don't even think they know either, but I'm an anti-masker. But we capitalized on it. Point blank. Period. I'm a businesswoman. Everybody knows that.
Okay. Now,
So we kicked out a ton of masks, but she hated it so, and she bought a car, and Mobile Mask was over, just like that.
And I apologize. This was not a editing thing. This was a mistake thing. There was a picture of your daughter making masks with you wearing them, and it didn't make the thing because I missed. But it's one of the 24 things I missed tonight, so I apologize.
All right.
All right, no problem there. Look,
especially when your daughter's in the audience and I did miss it, I really feel bad.
all right, I've got another question about business and
bribed
her
her.
daughter because there's a new venture coming up, but we'll get to that. We want to get a few more calls. Do we have another call waiting? Hello, caller.
Yes. Uncle Henry?
Yes.
This is Bandar. I'm reaching you from Mumbai, India.
Okay.
All right.
You are very famous. You are very famous in Mumbai. I cannot believe I'm speaking with you.
What's the joke?
I would like to speak to you today about your extended car warranty.
Hang up on this guy. All right. Okay, that was good. That was maybe one of the only good ones.
Okay.
Do we have another call before we get back into this? Do we have another call? Hello, caller.
Good evening.
Norman. Hey, Norman.
How y'all doing?
Good.
I tell you what, I have to tell you, Miss Chassity, I agree with you completely. You're a good guest, and you're absolutely right about the mask and the virus and all of that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you're mighty pretty. We're enjoying you on this show.
Wow.
My question for you is, who is the most famous person that you've ever tattooed?
Good question.
Aside from Uncle Henry.
I tattooed Dickie Barrett from the Bosstones. The Bosstones, the song Knock on Wood, that was a big hit, Knock on Wood, and the Bosstones were playing Bayfest. And Dickie Barrett come into the shop, and I tattooed Dickie Barrett. I tattooed Rollin' Rose. He was the guitarist from Dokken. And
Ooh, Dokken, rocking with Dokken.
I know, right?
I've never heard of either one of them.
Rocking with Dokken?
Let her finish the answer, please, Johnny.
As far as famous, let me think. Famous.
All right, well, look, Norman, any other questions? That was a good question. Any more?
Sure.
No, like I say, I just enjoyed the show. Roll Tide, and y'all have a good evening.
Roll Tide, roll. Thank you, Norman. Do we have any other calls? Yes. Let's take another call. Hello, caller.
Hello again, everybody.
Is this Ron Reams?
It certainly is.
Ron Reams.
Ron!
Are you in the
You're
hospital?
in the hospital, and I get a note. Somebody asked me to call in. So. And I
wonderful.
All right, well, Ron, are you okay?
I've got to heal up a little bit, Henry.
Okay.
I had a rather serious operation yesterday, and I'm still in the process of trying to heal up. So I understand I'm probably going to be incapacitated for 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, Ron.
So I will not be out and about and not be at the Board of Registrars anytime soon.
Wow. Well, Ron, we want you to know that we're all going to be praying for you, man.
I appreciate that.
We love you, Ron. We really do.
I feel like it was an honor to follow Norman on the air.
Oh, fantastic.
Hey, Ron Reams, Chassity of LA Body Art is here. Do you have any tattoos, Ron?
I know. No, I do not.
You do not?
No, and she's disappointed.
How do you know Chassity?
Oh, man. Same way I, know almost everybody that worked at WABB. We had a little TV show that was on Comcast 6, like someone else I'm talking to right now.
Yeah.
And Chassity had a show there, too. So that was, that had to be, 30 years ago?
Don't tell our
Something
age,
like that.
Ron.
I'm not telling your age, I'm telling my age.
There you go. Yes, Ron, that's correct.
But anyway, that's how we got to know each other, was because we were both Comcast, and of course she showed up at some of our remotes that you were at, things of that nature.
Okay.
A news guy doesn't normally go to remotes, but I did. because I like to be around the people. So
Okay.
Ron and I were at a prayer
that's
meeting
how we
together.
got to know each other.
Ron, do you remember being at the prayer meeting? We were praying for the election 4 years ago. Remember
Oh,
that?
yeah.
That was
Oh, yeah.
awesome. I walked into a prayer meeting we were praying for the election, and there was Ron Reams, and we had a prayer circle together.
How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
We
What-
sure did.
Well, Ron, we're gonna move on here, but God bless you. We're all praying for you. We wish you a very speedy recovery, Ron.
Thank you, Uncle Henry. I appreciate it so much. And Chastity, best of luck to you. Wish you all the things in the world there.
Thank you, Ron, and I'm
All right.
praying for you.
Thank you, Ron. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
That sounded like his medical equipment was going off. Or something. All right, now wait.
Hopefully.
Code red for Ron.
Now, Johnny, do you mind if we take more calls, or do we need to?
Oh, no, we're good. We're good.
All right, we have more calls to get to. Callers, hang on, because I got another question for Chassity about you working with your daughter. You have a new website?
We have a new website. It's chastityandavana.com. We were starting this before COVID hit. I've got 1,000 pairs of jeans that I've collected throughout my lifetime. So we are redesigning the jeans, and we're making decorative jeans, and we'll be selling a multitude of products. And of course, we're promoting it as a mother-daughter line. But we were starting that chastityandavana.com, selling the jeans, and then COVID hit. So guess what? We did masks. And anyway, we're going to focus back on the jeans now very soon.
All right, so chastityandavana.com, and it's spelled YVONNA.
Chastityandavana.com.
chastityandavana.com. Clothing line. Clothing line. Chassity does not stop. She's always moving forward. Do we go to the phones? Hello, caller.
Hello, Uncle Henry. Hello, Chassity. Great talking to you this evening. God bless Ron Reams. We're praying for you, my friend.
Okay, very good.
Chassity, you are a jewel to the Gulf Coast. We are so happy to have you, and you've tattooed so many people. Now, my question to you is, have you ever tattooed Uncle Henry's big fat mama's upper?
Would you hang up on that guy?
Not his mama, but a woman that looked like her.
Oh, wait. She was skinny, right?
She was, well, it looked like his
Look.
mama.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, do we have any other legitimate calls? Well, do we have any other calls? All right, hello, caller.
Hello. I heard that Kay Ivey had an interest in a carpet business in Montgomery. I was wondering if Chassity had ever done any carpet munching with her.
Hang up on this guy!
I got a question. What is carpet munching?
Let's look, please, Lord. This is sick. I don't want to end on that. Do we have any better calls? We have a couple of, all right. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
I knew it.
Hang up on him. What are you doing? Hang up on him.
Knew it.
Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you are on with Chassity.
Oh, awesome, Chastity. You look beautiful as ever.
Thank you.
I had pretty semi-serious political question. The first word on the street is that Henry has a Prince Albert piercing, and I was curious. If
Would
that's
you
something
hang up on this
Wait, I
guy?
have a question. What is a Prince Albert piercing?
Don't ask that. If he asks it, it's bad.
Prince Albert is in the can, and that's all you need to know. Okay? Next.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
All right.
He's in the can, man. He's in the can.
We are done with the calls. And we're about to say goodbye to Chassity and then bring on Johnny to talk about the musical selection. Chassity, is there anything that you haven't brought up that you want to mention before you're off?
I cannot believe we didn't get one phone call about the removal of the Admiral Sims Monument. I can't. Because my first 30 days of business, I want to put that statue back. And I'm going to give everyone the opportunity to vote. Because along with that statue came a $25,000 fine. So for people who wanted the statue, I'm not going to say that I'm pro-statue or anti-statue. The fact is that it wasn't voted on. It was taken down like a thief in the night. And then we were fined $25,000. So that's just another bill to the city. $25,000, please.
That's right.
Who paid it? Who paid it? And if you didn't, if you have the opportunity to vote, the people who want to take it down can pay that bill. So.
All right.
Now, I'm not pro-statue, I'm not anti-statue, but that statue was removed without a vote, okay? And they fine that action for a reason. I mean, there's a fine for $25,000 because everybody has to, either they agree on paying it or they don't, so everyone should have voted. And, you know, I kind of have a problem with that. So I want to get the Admiral Sim statue back up. And I'm just surprised nobody's called and asked about it because that is kind of a hot button. And it will be a hot button for this election, or it should be.
Well, they didn't call because their minds are filled with filth.
Listen, we're in the 31 days of witchcraft, okay? It's the month of October. You couldn't expect any different. I think that we did fairly okay considering all the evil powers at work. But anyway, hey, everybody, be safe. Don't celebrate Halloween.
All right, now, before we say goodbye, when will you make a decision about running for mayor?
I'm going to take the complete month of November and December, and I'm going to render my decision January the 1st.
Okay. All right. All right, so Chassity, the website, chassityinavon.com.
ChassityInavon.com, and my Facebook page is completely public, and my mayoral Wonder About page is going up soon, and my website also as well. So all that's going to cross-promote, because I'm a cross-promoter, you know, and it's not going to be hard to find that website or information. But thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it.
And you will have to come back if we continue doing the show.
Okay, I'm not against it.
All right, very good.
I'm not against it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Chassity. All right, before we get to the Abe Partridge discussion, we've got the Lagniappe Mystery Box. By the way, Abe Partridge presented by Callahan's. Now, is there any, yes, Johnny?
We have 3 people that have begged to make a prediction.
Are they going to do it on the couch?
They're going to do it. Sorry. We've had 3 people that have begged to make a prediction.
Okay, well then fine. Let's bring them on.
I hate to tell you, you have a doppelganger in the audience, and he's here.
Somebody, oh, sir, oh, you're dressed as me.
No, you're dressed as me.
What did you think of the Chassity interview?
It was great.
What was the best part of her mayoral platform?
The statue.
It's the wrong answer. It's the demolition. It's the dadgum tearing down the Gulf Quest. Not using dynamite, but using earth-moving vehicles. You got it wrong.
Where would you put it?
All right, you're gonna have a guess for what's in the mystery box.
Okay. You have a guess? Wait, I need a mic. Oh, darn it.
All right, we're getting a microphone
Okay,
for, I guess, the pantomime.
Parallel universe, Uncle Henry, you need to hold this. All right, you talk into it.
Yeah, they're in.
All right.
Give it, let him breathe. Give my doppelganger room. Don't treat him the way you're treating me tonight.
This guy from a parallel universe works on FM, so he doesn't have to worry about all this stuff, though. Just like you know.
Bologna sandwich.
Oh, you think it's a bologna sandwich?
Bologna sandwich.
I didn't even give you You know what? Fine. Get the hell out of here. Go.
All right.
Hang up on this guy. We have a very special guest here, ladies and gentlemen.
B. Graves.
Hey,
Hey.
Howdy.
Is your guitar in your vehicle?
No, I'm not working tonight. So.
Well, B. Graves, still great to see you.
Sorry.
All right, now Johnny wants to play like he's got ESP.
hold on. It's remote viewing. Get this straight.
Well, you get it straight. Get to it.
All right, so I'm putting a mental image. Look, he's an artist. He has got the vibes. He can feel. I think he has the right mojo to feel the remote viewing that I have. So I'm putting a mental image in my head of what's in the mystery box. Can someone give me the chimes?
I'm hoping it's chicken wings, because...
Whoa, I'm not going to say anything, even though I did. I have no poker face. Okay. But there you go, B. Graves.
All right. Love B. Graves. Super talented musician, B. Graves.
This one might actually know a little more than I let on, so I forgot about that. Oh, dang.
Wow, it's Stacy Wellborn. How about that?
Hold on.
Thank you.
That's Lady Wellborn.
Lady Wellborn. All right, now, does he have to do the ESP garbage with you too?
He likes to think he does.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, the Lagniappe mystery box. Go ahead, Johnny.
You didn't see the final thing I did, though. Okay, all right, you ready? You ready?
Yep.
Dan, give it to me. Okay.
Bacon.
Okay, good answer.
I will say it's getting, whoa, that's warm, and there's no more answers. So, but that was pretty.
All right, so thank you, Lady Wellborn.
One
Nice
more
to see her.
guess?
All right, so we had. We're gonna have another.
Oh wait, this guy. Hold on.
Are you gonna let him on camera?
Look, it's your Halloween special,
Please,
not mine.
please get this guy on camera.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Woo! Look at this guy. Wow.
I know what it is.
Oh, wait, all right, now this shirt says anti-Antifa.
That's right.
Okay.
Part of the Antifa hunting club.
Wow.
Woo! My goodness.
And my guess is it's a hand grenade.
Okay, well, thank you for that. You didn't do the ESP. Wait. Wait. What is it, Johnny?
Well, remember when this show was a comedy show?
Well, wait.
I mean, seriously.
Wait.
What the hell just happened?
Wait. We're going to bring it back. No. One more guess from Bridget Jerkins.
Oh, that's a good one. Come on, Bridget. Come on.
Please, Royal Barbers. Chassity guest Bible.
Hold on. You've got it wrong. It's senior executive producer, Bridget Jerkins.
Okay. All right, Bridget. Senior executive producer of the show, Bridget Jerkins of Royal Barber. All right, now we've had guesses of, don't touch Bridget. We've had Chassity guessed the Bible. My doppelganger guessed a bologna sandwich. B. Graves guessed chicken wings. Stacy, Lady Wellborn guessed bacon. Now he has to do his stupid ESP thing. So
remote viewing. Yeah.
Get to it.
Okay. Dan, you ready?
Vibrator.
Oh, what did you? Dadgummit.
Little tiny vibrators.
Oh, would you stop this now? Stop it.
Maybe.
Stop it.
You'll see. Same shape.
Bridget.
Same shape.
Bridget, thank you for your guess. We've got please.
Royal Barbers. Fantastic.
Royal Barbers, yes.
Get your cut here.
Very good. Thank you, Bridget. All right. Are we going to reveal what's in it, or does that come after the musical guest?
We're going to reveal it after the musical
we've got to
guest.
wait for more of this. All right, so Johnny, explain quickly about the musical guest.
Okay, Dan and Mike. Okay, here we go.
Abe Partridge, his musical performance via video is courtesy of Callahan's Cold Beer, Hot Meat, Tasty Tunes. See them in Oakley. Mobile, proud to have Callahan's.
Very much so, and what a great musical venue. and Abe Partridge has played in Callahan's. And I will say, there is a CD up there. Stacey, will you look, please? It's Will Kimbrough's CD. Look, I asked Will Kimbrough to help us today, and he sent us 2 songs from 1991 of a Corey Feldman movie he wrote. And we cannot play it because of Facebook.
Because it's not good.
No, hold on. No. Whoa.
Well, you said Corey Feldman was
no,
in it.
but the soundtrack, they picked his Mobile band called Will and the Bushmen.
Okay.
They picked to be on this soundtrack. It was called Rock and Roll Forever. And I said, I called Will this morning and said, Will, I hate to ask you. I mean, literally, how cool is that? I get to call like a pretty famous musician and say, hey, can you help us out the morning of a Halloween special? Do you have a spooky song? And he literally said, I got 2. Let me get back to you. And he sent me 2 songs, but they're pre-recorded, and there's NSBMI, ASCAP, all the contract stuff. There's no way we can play it. So Will Kimbrough has a new record out. I'm telling you, it's called Spring Break. He's a wonderful guy. I messed that up. I didn't explain to him very well, but Will Kimbrough, thank you so much. But seriously, how cool was that? But his song was called Very Scary, and it's a movie called Rock and Roll Forever. And by the way, if you want to watch bad 80s movies with Corey Feldman,
no, we don't.
It is awesome.
All right, get to Abe Partridge.
Okay, sorry. So
Abe Partridge.
All right, Abe Partridge. As we, well, Will Kimbrough was not in that movie, but yes, he was. Yes, I know. Get faster. Okay, look. So Abe Partridge already called, voicemail. We're going to try to, you have to do a segue here for about 20, 30 seconds.
I will do that.
And we will go to, by the way, I wanted Uncle Henry and I to write a scary Halloween campfire story like you get during Halloween, right? And we just didn't have time. And actually the one I wrote was so bad. And what we do is we get a song and a story from the wonderful Abe Partridge coming up. So I need you to segue me while we get to that.
All right,
but thank you, Abe Partridge. And by the way, Abe Partridge is a local guy. He's an amazing artist. Check his stuff out. But go check out Will's stuff too. But I'm telling you, we have amazing musicians. And thank you so much, Callahan's, for sponsoring even when we have someone that can't show up because he's been abducted by aliens.
All right, so we're going to see a pre-recorded bit of music from Abe Partridge. You've just heard Johnny talk about how wonderful he is. That local musicians are wonderful, and we've had several wonderful local musicians here. I know that you will enjoy this if you can discipline yourself to sit and watch it. Now, you're going to want to do that because after the video, we'll find out what's in the stupid lanyard mystery box. So are we ready? Are we ready for the video, Johnny Gwynn? We are almost ready for the video.
We're on.
I guess I'll sing this song I wrote about an alien invasion at a trailer park. Hope you like it. It's called Alabama Astronauts. Well, I was quiet in the back 40 trailer park last night. I mean, there were a few domestic fights and them usual petty crimes, but I was feeling all right. I was drinking whiskey with my Sprite, and I was toasting all those ghosts of the lost southern pines when I heard a lurking in the night. I knew something wasn't right as I was covered in the white of this otherworldly light, and I looked up and I beheld it was a spacecraft from another world. At least that's what I thought I observed, 'cause I ain't learned, but I can certainly confirm there ain't nothing on this planet ever turned at the angles and the rate of speed at which it surged. And then I heard my neighbor Wanda, man, she was cursing in slurs as the UFO swirled and upon her trailer it converged, and she was carried away in this tractor beam. It was a horrible scene. Her hair was still in rollers, her nightie was busting at the seams, and her scream, man, it got all the more extreme as she flew through the air to this extraterrestrial machine, and I said, oh my God, this can't be a dream. Cause I mean, yeah, I know I've been drinking and probably even smoked a little green, but I can't stand LSD, man, and this would be an hallucination supreme, even obscene. And so I jumped into action like a Vietnam-era Marine. I said, this is gonna be war. You know, I'd seen one before. I had a stash of ammunition underneath my trailer floor, and I'd heard freaky stories galore from Bubba next door. And it sure ain't my ass the alien's gonna probe and explore. So I got me a 12-gauge pump and an AR. I got my granddaddy's government-issued K-bar. I said, you aliens, y'all should have never came down here. Now this is gonna be war, cause I've been waiting on them aliens to come. I've been waiting on them aliens to come. I've been waiting on them aliens to come. So I threw some cover fire and I jumped and I crawled to my truck. I knew if I was gonna beat these aliens that I'd need distance and luck. So I sped through the muck until I ended up over by the fence line. I hunkered down in the brush and I started signing my gear when this little green man appeared, and he looked right through my soul. Why, in my eyes he stared, and I knew he must have got scared when he saw that I had no fear and that I'd smoke his little green ass without shedding a tear. And then he disappeared, and I said, God, this is really getting weird. And so I ran through that trailer park like a redneck Paul Revere. I said, the aliens are coming. It don't take to running, boys. Let's take our stand here, y'all. Let's do some extraterrestrial hunting. Cause I've been waiting on them aliens to come. I've been waiting on them aliens to come. I've been waiting on them aliens to come. Now stars fell on Alabama, and a lot of other shit has too. But the last thing we were gonna take was being pursued by some alien crew who intergalactically flew through time and space just to land into the back 40 trailer park. And yeah, we made our mark. We beat them aliens back, and we did it in the dark, and we found Wanda, and her only remark was that she gets they had to abduct her, but in her nightgown, man, that was just harsh. And I even stole a little space traveling cart. I put it out in the barn. Me and Bubba painted it camouflage, and now we're about to embark as an interstellar white trash, Lewis and Clark. We're gonna call ourselves the Alabama astronauts. Cause I've been waiting on them aliens to come. I've been waiting on them aliens to come, yes. I've been waiting on them aliens to come. Not really. Thank you.
What was that, 20 minutes? Good Lord. All right. We are now going to get to the mystery, the Lagniappe mystery box.
There we go.
We're going to find out what's in the mystery box. Is that right?
Hold on, no. It's very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Tell you what, this is, we're never doing a Halloween special again. All right, get ready for the reveal.
All right, does anybody want to make a last-minute guess? Oh, that'd been a good one. But okay. All right, so here we go.
All right, wait until you're on camera. You're not on camera yet.
Am I on camera? Am I
No,
on camera?
not yet. No. You're not on camera yet.
Hold on.
No, he's not on camera yet, dadgummit.
Wait, I can't change the camera.
Go change it and then come back.
Wait, he's standing right there.
Go change it, Johnny. Johnny,
Seriously?
look.
How do I change the camera?
Dadgummit. You know what? They made it a Halloween
How do I
special.
change the camera? Very carefully, very carefully.
All right, so my doppelganger is
still
going. Wait, doppelganger, it's not on
How
camera.
am I changing the camera? Are we still? We still don't see it? What?
That's right.
Oh.
Point that camera at it. Oh, there it is. Now he's changed. All right.
Jesus.
All right. We are now ready to
Carefully.
to show the contents of the Lagniappe mystery box. Hey!
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
No! Dadgummit! Now that's not right. Nobody could guess that.
Look.
How could anybody guess that there would be a skull on top of Vienna sausages?
That is a scary hurricane preparedness kit.
Now this defeats the purpose of the mystery box.
No. Look, I got Halloween in there. We had a hurricane this
Nobody
week.
could guess that.
There's a
That's
ton
wrong.
of references for this.
It has to be fair. That's an unfair mystery box.
Okay, I put the images in there. It didn't happen. So look, that's what it is. So nobody.
Get on the camera.
Look, I will agree that was a little off. I worked.
It was terrible.
Okay. From now on, here's the rules.
We have rules now for the mystery box.
Which,
all right?
because I'm finding out. I'm starting to believe.
Wait, don't you want to? Why don't you ESP the rules into my head?
Come on, boy.
Right in. ESP it right in.
Can you hear me?
Oh, Johnny Gwynn. All right, let's work on this.
Look.
We've gone over 90 minutes tonight.
Way over 90 minutes. But it's a Halloween special. And thank you, everyone, for being here.
Yes.
Chassity for being here. Her wonderful daughter being here.
Yes. I was going to get to that, but
okay,
yes.
So I have made a kind of not the greatest deal for us on the mystery box with Lagniappe. It's not very good. But so by contract, every time we say mystery box by Lagniappe, we have to do. Oh. It's just. Okay,
Look.
So here's the thing. So from now on, anything in the mystery box will be in that week's version of the Lagniappe. There will be some hint in the Lagniappe.
Oh, let's make it more complicated.
Well, hey, before it was like me, like just putting cosmic vibes out.
All right, look. In all this time, we could have had more chastity.
Yes, we could.
We could have had more chastity, and this chastity time has been wasted. All right.
There's also a reward and a winning thing now. You can win something now. So not only does someone in the building, which we have limited, we know that limited.
What do they win? What's in the box?
A year subscription to the Lagniappe at lagniappe.com. You win a subscription for the whole year. Wait, listen to what I'm saying. On the Uncle Henry Show comment section, or the Deep Fried Studios Facebook page and Uncle Henry Facebook page. We will pick the person who is closest to the actual prediction. So now we've got clues and now a reward. So now the mystery box is becoming less mystical. Well, yes. No, you had something. You said somewhat. Bacon was close. Bacon was close to Vienna sausage.
All right, look, can we've got to end this.
We have to end it, yes.
So next week, would you stop, Bama Big
was
Man?
food.
Bama Big Man, we're trying to end the show. We'll go over this again next week because nobody's still watching at this point. Nobody stayed. Once they saw the Vienna sausages, it was time to go to bed. All right, so we'll get to all this next week, and we'll explain the rules, and I'll explain the rules on the radio show.
Rob Hulbert has to come in and to make sure I say the right thing because he said he doesn't want to give anything away that he said he was supposed to give away. I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying.
All right, look, we need to end the program.
Yes, we do.
All right, so this will be the only time we ever do a Halloween special,
and
the Uncle Henry Halloween special.
And I'm going to take a very awkward break because I spent so much time on making that sequence thing in the front thing. So I'm going to walk over, and you have to like patter a little bit.
All right.
See, I'm giving you a little jargon, right?
Okay.
So I'm learning. Because wait, you sat there and said, ask Chassity to tell Johnny how to produce a show. Come on, man.
Oh, now I understand where this is coming from.
Come on.
Now I get it. I get it. Johnny, thank you for all your producing work. Thank you for all.
It sounds a little patronizing.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Johnny.
Do you know who does?
Thank you, Johnny.
Every week you say something. You say, Johnny Gwynn does all the hard work.
He does.
No. Dan, the sound man West, does all of the big work. I literally just surf his wave of glory of all the work that he does. That's all I'm saying. And by the way, everybody, I cannot thank you enough. I did not get to correcting the executive producers, the associate executive producers this week. It was so long. Everyone that donated, I'm sorry, but thank you so much for what you do. We could not have this fun without everybody that does, look, the smallest amount to the biggest amount. Thank you so much. And by the way, I've had a fantastic night, even though you disparaged me tonight, but I still love you.
Well, thank you. And we've left out Joe Shannonbrook.
Joe Shannonbrook. Go check out Y Tribe on YouTube on the Deep Fried Studio channel. Fantastic, by the way. So will you do some patter while I get the sequence back out and we can go out?
All right, very good.
Thank you.
All right, so Johnny purged his soul. And now we're ready to conclude the program. So again, thank you so much to Chassity of LA Body Art.
Yeah.
Future Mayor of Mobile, Chassity. Don't we all want to watch the debate between Chassity, Fred Richardson, Sandy Stimpson, and an unnamed lunatic of the future? Because you know that at least one nut will emerge to challenge all the other people that are running. So thank you to Chassity. Thank you to Abe Partridge. Thank you. Thank you to Callahan's, Lamiak, Container Yard.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
So let's please blessedly end the program.